Yeah, Khwaja, just let me correct you there. It's double figures that you said, not 5, but the 10 wickets there in the center. Oh, a little bit of a swing. Oh, yeah, that was missing leg. So yes, the wickets are huge number. Just have a look at the delivery one more time. Yeah, Tashfeen trying hard and just now try to bowl slightly fuller. Maybe the reason he's looking for that wicket. Not a very attacking field set for Tashfeen. Oh, hit it up. And that's be put away for 4 runs.
Yeah, just jumped all over that foolish length. No real movement out there for Tashfeen. And Taranga Jayasinghe just smacked that down the ground with a lot of authority. First boundary of the night. Hit on the up. So it just shows it's a very good surface. First over completed, 6 for none.
Asher, the new bowler. Oh, that could be close. That was a little close. I think the fielder left a little late, realizing that it will carry. And that almost carried. Yeah, that expression says it all, that yes, the ball did carry, but it was a little difficult chance. Nevertheless, Taranga and Imran.
Yeah, very lucky. That just dropped in front of the short fine. That could have been trouble. Good work in the end. Syed Ashir takes the new ball and opens the innings for Gymkhana. Picked up and swiped towards square leg. Taranga Jayasinghe looking to get on the move quickly in this game.
Nicely heaved it on the onside. Just kept that flow of the bat compact and over the umpire head for 4 runs.
Well, he's not going to bother running. He's out there to brutalize the opposition. That's his game plan. 9 of 6 with 2 boundaries. Drilled, past the mid-off. That has been smoked down the ground for 4.
Well, you hit 1 boundary and the second one follows. It's just that kind of a confident Taranga is at. Oh, you don't want to be in front of that. At least not you too. It was hit too full. I think Ashir is bowling too full over here. Maybe a little bit of a greedy for wicket. But it's the price that you need to pay.
Yeah, you do have to pitch the ball up. Oh, it's a flick in the air. Fielder trying to settle underneath it. It's beyond him. But he will recover it. Not quite timed as sweetly as he would have liked. But he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, Taranga giving a swag there. Giving it a beautiful flick shot and then not look short there. Look at that. And I just feel that it was just because the flick was out. It's because the ball, this particular last delivery ball was a little bit of skidded there in the wicket. So there is a right areas where you can get that skid.
This time he goes straight. And it's going 1 bounce over the rope. Plenty of boundaries in this over, 3 of them in fact. Taranga Jayasinghe is on fire.
And the first thing you need to get Taranga's wicket. You're bowling too full and you need to push back the long on and long off no matter what.
Yeah, he's premeditating all his shots. Not using a lot of feet movement, just the fast hands through the ball. 21 for none. Asher has been carted for 15 runs. Good looking punch, but straight to extra. Eventful over comes to an end. 21 for none. So Tashfeen will continue from the academy end. Back cut. Good fielding at backward point. Looks a pretty easy based wicket so far. And even Imran is looking to get in amongst the runs. Putting the pressure immediately on the Gymkhana new ball bowlers. They're not that quick, but quite accurate. They need to mix it up though. Keep the batters guessing.
Yeah, this time he brought up the slower one. Slightly drop in the pace. Tashfeen Yassin bowled 2 deliveries really well. The last over going for plenty of runs. It was Tashfeen Yassin who opted to bowl first. They must be having some plan. They just can't let the batters to pile up the scores.
Yeah, they scored 200 odd in their previous game. ICW. Push to extra cover. Chance for a run out. Well, Imran just made it in time. That could have been quite close. He's doing the right thing, trying to feed the strike to Taranga. That was hit straight to the fielder, the captain of Gymkhana. But yeah, made it in time. Good running.
Very close as well to that stumps. Well, this has been a good over so far. 3 bowls he bowled and given 1 run, and he's been bowling at the right areas. Absolutely on money. All he has to do is just work on a bit of a swing. If he gets a little bit of a swing here or there, he might get a chance of picking up a wicket. That's what the team DGA need, a wicket. Oh, that was hit down the ground straight to the fielder. The wicket of Taranga is what they are eyeing on.
Well, he's playing on the up without any fear at all, Taranga. Super confident, coming off a 50 in his opening match of the Arabian Cricket League. And like I mentioned, they smashed 200, but unfortunately got it chased down by Emirates NBD. So the batting is in fine order, especially with the man on strike, feeling in very good form. There he goes, over mid-off, just beyond the reach of Rahman Gul, who does really well, keeps it to 2.
Yeah, some great work there from Rahman Gul. As you know, this man knows things or two about fielding. It was just over him. We could see the ball getting close to us. Well done there.
Getting ready for the World Cup in Qatar. This is Rahman Gul. Maybe some scouts will give him a call up. Over extra cover this time. No doubt about it. Boundary.
This time he made it count. Taranga is piling runs 28 for none at the end of 3.
Muhammad Adil being brought into the attack, so Syed Ashar immediately replaced. Pacey delivery down the leg side, that's a very good take by the keeper. Now we are seeing that bounce rather. It's a hint of in-swing as well for Adil.
I just went a big in-swinger there. That was the previous shot, that the last ball going for 4 runs. Excellent pickup over the covers. This time he made sure that it goes beyond the rope. Tharanga, who's batting on 25 of just 13 deliveries, and he's scoring some runs. Very crucial member for Team International Warriors.
Yeah, he's dealing in force. His confidence is up, timing the ball beautifully. Oh, look at that in-swinger. Got in a horrible position there, Imran. He was lucky it wasn't pitched full, or his sticks could have been in trouble there.
Yeah, over here, look at that stance in the bat position, that it was already ready to play on the offside. And I think he maybe need to lift that bat slightly up, so that when it is a time to play, to slap the ball on the onside, he being it on the onside could be the option there for Imran.
Once again, cutting him in half. That could have easily just rolled onto the stumps as well. Muhammad Adil is causing him a lot of problems with that big in-swinger.
He finds himself at the awkward position when the ball is an in-swinger, especially when hit at the back length, slightly on a good length area. It's clearly because he wants to play on the offside, and that position of his stance does not allow him to quickly move on to the onside.
Yeah, he has to remain a lot stiller at the crease, reduce his trigger movements. Oh, that was mighty close. Playing it off the back foot. I thought we would hear that death rattle of the stumps. Just got his bat down in time.
Well, the noise of the timber. It's as sweet as any bowler wants. Look at that. Yeah, it's too close that you're playing on the offside. It just kind of exposing you that you really don't play on the onside. And giving that hint to the bowler is not a good idea, because they will understand that where to pitch this man. They'll be targeting your pads.
This time, back of a length delivery, good change of length. He's mixing it up nicely.
And that took me to Gaba. That extra bounce, the carry. Wonderful bowling.
Yeah, the bounce is very true. That's the hallmark of the Gaba wicket that we're trying to replicate here in Dubai. But after that ball gets a little soft, when the shine wears off, there's a lot of runs to be had. And we can already see Tharanga, who's in form, making use of the conditions. Good over from Adil so far. Once again, causing him a lot of trouble outside off. This has been an excellent over.
Yeah, it's a testing time for Imran Main. because he's been bowling the in-swingers and they're nipping in to the right-hander, and he wants to tempt him outside off and then brings the ball in. We saw that the start of this over, the ball was coming in yards. There was a huge amount of swing, but because it's the shine that is slightly going away, we'll not see a lot of movement in. But yes,
that's what I really like about the conditions here at the ICC Academy Ovals. This one just going straight on, perhaps could have been that cross seamer. Trying to mix it up here, Adil. You get tested here. It's not the usual slow, low wickets we see in the UAE that favors the spinners. You need to have good fast bowlers in your side, and your openers need to be able to play those horizontal bat shots, the square cut and the pull, if you want to make runs at this venue.
Definitely nothing coming off the bat in this over so far. The only 2 wides. I just don't understand Adil. He was doing so good when he was strapping the batter onto the body line.
That's a more confident looking punch into the covers. So it will be a maiden from Adil if you discard the 2 wides. 30 for none. Tashfeen into his 3rd over. Once again, Taranga, well, he's been a bystander, itching to get back on strike. 25 of 14. Current projected score around the 140s, but if this man hangs around, we'll be eyeing that 180 plus score again for sure. Belligerent hitter of the ball. Likes to be aggressive, likes to get on top of the fast man. Looks to play his shots. Bowled him! What a delivery from Tashfeen. Just nipped in off the surface and kisses the bails. That's a top nut.
Well, that's a big wicket. That's a huge wicket in the context of the game. Taranga was looking unstoppable and rightly bowled. Just slight hint of a swing, and that is top of the bails. Great bowling from Tashfeen Yasin. He takes the man who was scoring runs. Taranga walks out at 25 of 15 deliveries. It's 30 for 1.
Srivanta Sudarshan is the new batter in at 3. So against the run of play, Taranga Jayasinghe just got cleaned up by a peach of a delivery from Tashfeen Yasin. Let's see what this elegant left-hander can produce. Played a really fine knock in the previous game. Looked a class apart. I think he was batting at number 7. So they've promoted him up the order tonight. I think that's the right move. Right on the money is Tashfeen. You can rely on him for 3 to 4 good overs in the power play.
Yeah, carries a lot of experience as well. Played in this condition on this very ground for years. Carries a lot of experience because he knows the inside out about every wicket that we have at the centre. He knows where to hit.
Yeah, he's done a very good job indeed. Uppish drive just in front of the cover fielder. Excellent fielding in the offside ring. Right on the money.
As a fast bowler, it's very important to know where you need to hit the ball on the surface where it will take the top of the base.
That was Mohammad Sehan, I believe, the left arm spinner, fielding at cover. Good stop. Got to his feet quickly and had a shy at the non-striker's end, putting pressure on the batters. I like it. Excellent body language.
Good ball.
Clipped towards mid-wicket, and Srivanta will get off the mark quite easily.
Just the right delivery there. I was talking about that, just hitting at the right area where you can dislodge the bails. Right at the top of the bails, there is an area between good length and fuller length area, and every wicket is different and every bowler is different. It's quite a bit of a challenge. You have to know where I need to pitch the ball, where I can reach to the top of the bails.
That was the absolutely perfect length there from Tashfeen. It literally just hit the bails. That's all you want as a fast man. Gives you a lot of satisfaction. 3 for 11 for Imran. Pushing for one. There's no single there. That's a brilliant over from Tashfeen Yassin, bringing Gymkhana back into the game. 31 for 1 at the end of 5.
So Mohammad Adil, who will be continuing his spell, and for this exciting game that we have here, the match number 15, just played down the ground and there'll be no run. So for the game number 15, I've been joined with a very familiar voice that you usually hear and see at your screen as well. It's Super Neil Oja. Welcome to the Combox, Neil.
Thank you so much, Abid. Well, yeah, it's yet another fantastic game. The ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League. And what I see over here is that the projected score at 118 might just be a little too less for the Warriors to defend. They'll have to go up, they'll have to try and push hard.
Yeah, the man who was scoring most of the runs, out of those 30 runs when the first wicket fell, it was 25 scored by Tharanga. I mean, he scored most of the runs with those boundaries. The supply from Imran facing 12 deliveries and only scoring 3 runs. So that's been a little bit of a worry for international Warriors. They need both the ends to spark some runs.
You're right. Imran will be on strike. 3 of 12. That's not the ideal stat that you would want to have by your side. But I'm sure that this could change if he takes the responsibility of scoring and scoring big for the side.
And what all we have seen is Mohammad Adil is bowling absolutely great to Imran Main, because he's bowling in and Imran just want to hit it on the offside. Yeah, that's been the case. That's been the battle all day long. We have seen similar action. Mohammad Adil brings the ball slightly in, and it is Imran who just want to hit it on the offside.
Yeah, I mean, that slash was... He was nowhere close to the line of the ball. No feet movement. The foot was just right there where it was. I'm sure a lot of work has to go through in getting this side up.
Well, indeed, you need to come on the position where you can hit the ball. You're still, if you get anything from the wood on that ball, that will still be a nick or an easy catch inside the ring.
Up in the air, third man comes into play, and very well said, Abid. You just said it. If you don't move your feet, try and play from where you are. It will be a problematic chance, and that is it. Imran's gone. Playing from where he was, third man very comfortably takes that.
Very good catch by Tashfeen Yasin. Cool, and he knew it, what needs to be done. Imran Main walks out. Score only 3 runs, not a convincing day for him. And he was playing again far away from the body. It's 32 for 2. Thanos staying there. He's coming to see not an ideal position to be in the game now. Playing with a slight bit of a compact, not being express himself because maybe 2 wickets are down.
No, you're right. What I liked about Adil is that he was giving weight because he had seen that Imran wasn't moving his feet whatsoever, and he tempted him to play there, had his third man deep in the circle, and had 4 men in the catching on the offside, creating that opportunity and good delivery to get that wicket. Again, no foot movement. Again, perishes. You cannot play that shot outside off stump. You need to understand that Adil is bowling that line because you're erring in that basic of getting that front foot closer to the line of the ball.
Well, he brings the ball in so good, but he tempts, it's just attempting. And again, not playing your shot complete. Thaino Stain has to take a walk out without troubling the scorer. And it's 6 wicket pass. It's 32 for 3 now. Uzair Heather, the new bowler, has been introduced. Oh, hits that area right. Bowls little quick as well. Just a great bowler. It's, I think, Mohammad Hassan, if I'm not wrong. It's not Uzair Heather. Okay, that's Uzair Man, the fielder. I was there. Mohammad Hassan. I thought Mohammad Hassan is bowling. Pardon me. Apologies.
He's getting the ball to rise from a very good length. Good piece of fielding.
Yeah.
He's making it difficult for the batter to gauge the length and the bounce because he's able to get the ball to ping up nice and high.
And that has been also quite convincing, that seeing him hitting the deck hard, and he can bat as well. Let me tell you, Neil, I've seen a few knocks of his. He likes to go hard at bowl. Uzair Heather, a very important member of Dubai Gymkhana Academy. You need some sort of a bowler in the middle. And I've been mighty impressed with Tashfeen Yassin's fielding. He bowled well, no doubt, but fielding has been something special.
Well, yeah, it's fielding that gets you on top of the game. Again, good piece of fielding. Picked it up with one hand. Close and fielding is an art. The ability to charge onto the ball. In fact, this morning itself, I was working with the kids at the academy here, and we're doing some drills in close and fielding. Just making them run in, pick up the ball with one hand, and throw underarm. And they all felt like they were Virat Kohli's and Ravindra Jadeja's, picking up the ball, angling the throw onto the stumps, and celebrating.
Absolutely, Neil. You need to have the idol. You need to have a hero to follow. Throughout the journey, we have seen a lot of players follow Abhi de Villiers, likes of Shoaib Akhtar, likes of... Oh, that's been up in the air, and I think the batter is in a little bit of a bother. No, I think that was a chance and a catch being put down. We were just praising this man.
Yeah, the bowler's not happy there, but then I tell you, these catches are difficult when they go up in the night sky. And mind you, it's a little hazy out there today. It's not a very clean sky. So when it goes up in the air at that height, it just gets a little lost. Also, it swirls a bit, becomes slightly difficult. Overran a bit, then tried to compensate, and eventually the ball dropped away from him. Letting the ball go. Zahid, get your front foot there and then smack it.
Zahid Amir, also another experienced campaigner who played a lot of his cricket in UAE. Knows things too about batting, and a good all-rounder as well. He bowls good as well. Coming at very, very crucial spot where international warriors are slightly on a back foot.
Swiveled, and this will get him some runs. Very well played. Let the ball come close to him. Went on the back foot and swiveled to get that boundary. 7 gone, 39 for 3.
Srivanta just opening the face of the blade, and there is a fielder at the points reacher. Rahman Gul there. Just gliding. Playing a little late. The reason batters are playing late is because they have lost 3 wickets together. They lost time of sustain without contributing with the run. That's been putting international warriors slightly on a back foot. They needed few runs from him as well. Imran also faced a lot of deliveries. 14, just scored 3 runs. Oh, just targeting his body area is not a good idea, let me tell you. Zahid Amiru loves to play these pull shots and he plays with some authorities.
No, you're right. If you're bowling short, then you have to have that kind of pace so that you don't give him that chance to actually go on the back foot and then play. Projected score not looking impressive. 108 if they go on at the same rate. Srivantha on 5. Zahid will be on strike. He's on 5. That was very timely. Just get a single. Came across the line. And only if he had missed that connection, would have been straight onto the pads.
The only positive I see here, Zahid, you give him anything onto the pads, he's so comfortable playing it. And Mohammad Adil being a right bowler to bowl, he loves to bring the ball in to the right hander. So Zahid might enjoy a bit batting against Mohammad Adil. Adil has picked up 2 wickets, given 5 runs. Remarkable figures are these. Oh, tried a slower one, got it completely wrong. A wide delivery there.
Well, yeah. Down the leg side. Pitching behind the line as well.
And also getting a warning, walking on the danger zone.
Yeah, he's bowling against the left-hander. So you want to create that angle, but then to create that angle, don't err. Now again the umpire will talk about this. Meanwhile, this is in the air and will cross the fence. 4 runs.
Yeah, nicely came underneath it. I think this time it was too full. Mohammad Adil, just stand and deliver. That was great, lofted in the air shot. Nothing for the fielder. Well directed in the gap. That will dent some confidence of the bowler.
Well, a boundary at that pace basically is about getting the right connection. You have to swing hard if you are not confident about playing the right shot. Srivantha. That would have hurt him. That would have hurt him. Unless he's wearing a thigh pad, I tell you, he'll need an ice bag.
Yeah, and also Mohammad Adil got a decent pace. And more of that, he would have been keeping eye that should not hit the top of the bails. I thought for a moment if it was just missed by the batter, you might get that faint edge of the bail.
One last delivery. It's been a good over. Yes, he gave a boundary. I still feel that his stats are mighty. Just 10 runs he's conceded, picked up 2 wickets.
Hits him on the pad again. He seems to be a little uncomfortable playing that blind spot area. Srivantha. So meanwhile, the over number 8 comes to an end. It's 47 for 3. Oh, that's a big shout. I think that was not pitching online as well, and height might be as well.
Yeah, I think it was a height. I personally felt it was a height. He ran a single though. Yeah, look at that. That's height. It's hit him on the thigh pad of the rear foot, rear leg, in fact.
Spot on, Neil. You still don't need specs. Srivanta playing with the very defensive approach, and he's been on a receiving end by these bowlers. They understood where he's lacking at when you bowl him out onto the leg side and bring the ball slightly away. And that's blind sport where you just can't maneuver quite easily. Where that's the line, if you bowl to this man, Zahid Amir, he'll certainly punish you.
Oh yeah, he loves playing on the onside, back of the square, any day. Slashed it, and this one will race away. 4 runs, width on offer and punished.
Well, this man can play you anywhere. If you offer him a width, you bowl him onto the patch, he'll whack you. And a beautiful smashing shot. Look at that, well in control, and hits it perfect gap. 4 runs and 50 comes up with that boundary from Zahid Amir. What a great batting.
Well, yeah, good piece of batting there. Zahid is trying to get a few runs for his team. 3 wickets already gone means they will have to try and build a partnership. Srivanta, on the other hand, will try and take those singles and doubles, while Zahid, smart work, got the fielder a little square, played it straight to him.
Well, I feel Zahid should be taking more of the charges, more of the strike here. Srivanta should be giving him singles without wasting a lot of deliveries, because what is going on here is that Zahid is middling the ball so well. If he gets some runs for the team International Warriors, the pressure will be off, and that's what I think they need. They need the pressure to be out, and that's the only possible if you hit boundaries.
Towards the fine leg. No, not the connection that was expected. We'll just get a single.
Yeah, single coming in from the leg bias. No bat involved there. So it's just kind of understandable that they just want to tie Srivanta. Hitting him onto the pads. Just slightly angling it in or away from the left-hander. So the right hand and left hand combination is also bothering the bowlers right now, and the fielders also.
Swing and a miss again, no foot movement, and then the wicketkeeper misses it. 5 byes, rather 4 byes. It took the wicketkeeper by surprise, and both these batters are trying to farm the pitch, trying to soften some patches. Look at that. He was going away from the ball, and the wicketkeeper, instead of following the ball, was probably following the batter.
Well, I just feel you have 120 deliveries coming your way. You can't be holding every one of those, but then you need to keep your basics right. Why was not the body behind the line of the ball?
Dot ball. Dot ball to end the over. 9 gone. It's 58 for 3.
Adnan Kesar. And there's some spin coming in to the play. Finally, it took a while for the spinners to be introduced, and now Adnan Kesar seems to be holding the fort now. The first delivery was an excellent start. Srivanta. Oh, that was a little fuller. Too much. Full toss. Oh, sending him back. Srivanta maybe was looking for 2 there. Zahid says, hey, let me take the control. Let me take the spinner for some runs.
Well, yeah, many times spinners become easier targets. Down the leg side. Maybe there was some connection with the bat.
Well, I feel, Neil, if you bowl this man onto the patch, you are committing a crime. Yeah, that's more like it. Slightly from here, if you pull your length really back. And also, it's a challenge for the leggy, to be very honest, that when you bowl those leg spins, you can't be bowling where you really want it. It really takes a lot of...
Oh, yeah. It's a super skill. It's not even a skill, it's a super skill. Sweeping it will get a single.
Yeah, what I feel is these leg spinners are doing some magics to get those balls at the right areas when you releasing from the back of your hand, and just also trying to get those turn and swing as well, the drift. A lot of work. Kudos to all those leg spinners around the world.
You're a leggy, right?
I do at times.
10 overs gone, 61 for 3. Sihan comes in, left arm spinner, jersey number 315. I wonder what that has to do with him. Has he taken 315 wickets? Or is his birthday 31st of May? Or maybe he has an American passport and his birthday is 15th of March. Joining me in the comment box, it's Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Neil. Good evening to you and all our viewers. Certainly something we should look to solve. Squeezed away to point. They'll scamper for one. That could have been close. Zahid Amir running to the danger end. He settled into a good line in length immediately. Srivanta has been out there for a while. 11 of 18. Well, the matchup does favor the left-hand batter. And they are looking for runs. Current run rate of just 6.1. So they need to get a move on. There is a deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg in place. And he cuts it to the cover sweeper. So Dubai Gymkhana are in firm control of this game currently, Neil.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. It's not that they haven't erred. There has been some poor deliveries, but then the international warriors haven't been able to capitalize on that. So I'm sure that Dubai Gymkhana would want to take some learnings from this game, understand what are their mistakes, how could they improve, Meanwhile, again, a single in play.
Yeah, Dubai Gymkhana have bowled beautifully. They did win the toss, elected to bowl first without much hesitation. They wanted to chase, and so far it's going according to plan. The international warriors just looking to knit together a partnership. This pair has grown to 33 runs through extra this time. Will be pushing for 2, and Zahid Amin has set off. Yes, misfield in the outfield.
What Sihan is doing to the left armour there, he's not giving him any weight. He's bowling it just slightly outside off, getting the ball to turn into him, onto his body. So Srivantha, now if he has to capitalise on that kind of bowling, he'll have to come across the line and play it towards square. See, this is exactly what is happening. He's bowling, the ball is finishing on the stumps, so you won't be able to cut these deliveries, Srivantha.
Steady over from Sehan so far. Only 6 off it. 68 for 3. Adnan Kaisar into the attack, nicely flicked into the leg side. He does look a very composed batter, Srivantha, but I do feel that one of this pair has to look for the aggressive shots, look to put pressure back on the Gymkhana bowling.
Spot on. Who will take charge is the question though. Srivantha slowly, steadily has reached 16 sizes on 15 or 14. Their run rate has just marginally improved from being under 6 to now at 6.18.
This one, the top spinner, quick single attempted, and that's a good call. Good running between the two. It's improved marginally, but I don't think a score of 120, 130 odd is gonna cut the mustard. They need to look to get up to about 150, 160. That could be a challenging run chase. And of course, it's even more difficult later in the evening for the bowlers, especially the spinners, with the dew factor. Very slick outfield. Down the leg side. Given as wide by the umpire, Vipin Singh, alongside umpire Zargham. Both very familiar to anybody who's playing cricket here at the ICC Academy. Very consistent, very experienced. Bowled in the block hole there, only dug out for 1 run.
Adnan Kaisar. I can tell you one thing, all the bowlers today will be getting a very good economy onto their name. And I reckon that's a good sign for the side Dubai Gymkhana. There are good days, there are bad days. And this is a day where you should be bowling absolutely tight.
Struck on the pad, big appeal. Umpire Vipin Singh is not convinced. Perhaps just sliding down leg there, Neil.
Well, yeah, that's right. Definitely looked like. Standing on leg stump guard. Didn't really bring his foot anywhere close. This would have... The impact is on the 7th stump down the leg side.
Nicely bowled. He's bowling a very good channel, especially for white ball cricket, right on the stumps. I like the pace at which he's bowling. It's not too slow and not too quick either. Just the right pace. But this time he's gone straight, slightly full, and Zahid has jumped all over it for half a dozen. Much needed 6 there.
Well, yeah, that 6 will finish the over. But you're right. That was a juicy half volley and climbed on it. maximum. Good way to finish the over. 78 for 3 after 12.
Sihan continues, nicely turned around the corner by Srivanta. This partnership has grown to 46. So now, when will they cut loose here, Neil? Will they look to be a bit more aggressive?
You're absolutely right. They've built the partnership. They've got the team to a decent position. One of them has to go big. Or pick a bowler and go big at him. Even if you just don't want to go big randomly, pick a bowler.
Well, I think they can slightly predict what Sihan is going to bowl. Perhaps go after him, take a chance. There's no point keeping wickets in hand if you don't get the right score on the board. Oh, is that cotton bowl? Sihan seems convinced, and Srivanta has walked. A very sharp catch, and he's executed it beautifully.
Yeah, again, didn't give him any room, crammed him for space, forced him to play it back at him. No connection, and a very good catch on his, not the strong side, the weaker side, but he still holds on to it. Zahid Amir goes. Oh, in fact, that's not Zahid Amir. That's Srivanta, who walks back. 80 for 4.
Samay Mishra in at number 6, and Sihan, he's bowled a delightful line in length, gotten just reward with the wicket of Srivanta. Sharp cotton bowl. He's been very consistent. Oh, inside edge, playing across the line and scampering after it. Good fielding, good commitment, good desperation. That's what you like to see. Now more pressure on Zahid Amir to carry this innings through.
Zahid has been the aggressive partner amongst the two. But with Samay, the new guy in, Zahid again will have to reassess his plans, his strategies. Very good over so far. Just 3 runs and a wicket.
Just chopped away off the stumps, and they will pick up one. Another steady over from Sihan comes to an end. 82 for 4 at the end of 13. Adnan Kaiser continues from the school end. None for 14. He'll be striving for some wickets as well. Oh, down the leg side. Poor delivery. I think it caught the boot there, or the pad. Given as leg buys, I believe. Yeah, leg buys. So got away with that one, Adnan Kaiser. The rare poor delivery from him.
Samay. Now we'll have to try and understand what Adnan bowls, unless Zahid has already spoken to him. Oh, lucky there. That was a slow floating Yorker. And look at Samay. He's clueless. He's just lucky that he brought his bat down in time.
Well, almost yorked himself there. Adnan Kaiser very, very close to his first wicket of the evening. That's been drilled through extra cover. That's a good shot. And no chance for the cover sweeper.
That was as glorious could be. Samay on the previous delivery looked a little tentative where he was yorked, but here saw the ball, waited for it, and all along the carpet for a boundary.
Yeah, he's a big lad, must be about 6'2", 6'3", Samay Mishra. So use that big stride to your advantage. Get to the pitch of the ball. Down the leg side once again. Oh, he almost swung his bat onto the wickets there. A la Inzamamul Haq in 2006 against Monty Panessa. Almost crashed into the stumps. Has to be aware of his surroundings. Another slider. Back-to-back wide. So Adnan Kaiser just trying to get a bit greedy here. Being impatient.
You realize that if you give width to Samay, he'll be punishing you. Just try and bowl him onto the pads. Bowl the quicker ones.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give Samay any Samay. This has been hoiked onto the leg side. Will be one. I think he'll be relieved to get off strike. He was troubling him with those top spinners straight onto the wickets.
Yeah, even the previous delivery that he bowled was the slower one on the legs. Again, gave Samay time. Don't give him time, bowl the quicker one and you will have your man. But Zahid, he's the man in control.
Nice back cut, misfield at point. They're going to push for 2 here. Well, Zahid was interested, Samay not so much. Slightly more productive over. 9 runs off it. So perhaps this could suggest a change in gears from the international warriors. Looking to put the foot down. Still 6 overs to come after this. So there is time to recover. Time to add some quick runs. Get up to maybe 150, 160. Around the wicket now. And he drills it down the ground. Good fielding by Sihan at long off. 92 for 4 at the end of 14.
Sihan continues, picked up a wicket in the previous. And Samay picking that ball from outside off towards mid-wicket. It'll be a single there.
Yeah, I don't expect hard running between this pair. So they need to perhaps look to go beyond the ropes. Zahid especially, he's been out there for 22 deliveries. Very watchfully played, and there you go, the single being refused. Samay not as swift between the 22 yards. So you'll have to judge your singles and doubles very carefully.
Punching it straight to the fielder will be a single there. Yeah, these guys are, I want to say, students of the game. The Warriors come here at the ICC Academy to get trained. Most of them have probably played some cricket at some point in time in their school days or university days, and then their careers, their families took over, because of which cricket took a backseat, and they've come back. So the fantastic program here at the ICC Academy.
Yeah, the love for the game lives on, and this is a wonderful platform. You can play in front of a live televised audience watching you on fan code, the ICC Academy Facebook page, or CricTracker on YouTube. So of course you have well-wishers, relatives all over the world tuning in.
A good piece of fielding, very good piece of fielding. Sehan definitely saved a single for his side, but that commitment is phenomenal.
Love his attitude. He loves to fling himself about. Bowled a very good spell, 1 for 13 on the day. And he's been tough to get away. 95 for 4 with 5 overs to go. So 5 overs remaining, 14 extras given up by Dubai Gymkhana. Subtract those and the international Warriors would be in some serious strife, but they still have wickets in hand and a set batter in Zahid Amir. Let's see what they can produce in the final 30 deliveries. Uzair Haider reintroduced into the attack, so we're switching to the seam bowlers, and we're going to have a change in the commentary box attack as well. Joining me for the final 5, it's going to be Abid Ibrahim. Good evening, Abid.
Thank you, AZ. It's been a full day for us to watch the bowlers dominating. Oh, that was cracker. Beautiful shot played down the ground, drilled 4 runs.
Slightly wide, and Samay Mishra has crashed this through cover point, and that's a sign of intent. They want to switch gears. Slightly short, slightly wide, and beautiful hands through the ball. No chance for the cover sweeper.
That what happens when you bowl too quick. It just, for the batter, is they need to time it. Less effort, but the timing remains to be a very crucial part when you're playing those shots.
Short ball given as a wide. Predictable response from the fast bowler. 100 up for international Warriors. Projected scores has them hovering around 130, but if they can get to that 150 mark, 11 runs per over, I think that's a fighting score.
Yeah, that's what I feel, that they need to get that 50 from here. Short length, they must be looking for that wide. Yeah, they got one.
Trying to mix up his length there, Uzair Haider. Oh, a slower delivery, outside edge. That was beautifully bowled. And good fielding by Tashfeen at deep third as well. He completely foxed him there.
Yeah, lucky batter couldn't read the pace, but also playing it far away from his body line. Should have been slightly coming close to the ball, because the ball was slower. You had a little bit of a time to get close by and then execute that shot. That would have, might have gone for 4 runs.
Fine leg has been pulled in. Deep square leg and a deep mid wicket along with the long on. Attempted Yorker. So Uzair, well, we've usually seen him as a batter. Really packs a punch. But now we're being introduced to his bowling. Looks a very decent prospect indeed.
It seems so to me that he'll be completing his quota. He's bowling the third now, and he'll be getting one more over as well to bowl. But he haven't picked up a wicket, but being economical. Oh,
That was drilled hard, past the mid-off. Over misfield by Syed Asher. He'll be disappointed with that. 2 boundaries in the over now.
and Uzair seems to be in trouble, that he's hurt himself, but all that hard work he's put in is just because to save the boundary. It was too full, he had a hand on it, and here, oh, just not getting it right. He could have bent down and took it. That would have been the option for Asher.
Yeah, he's a tall lad. Just struggling to get down. 23 of 2.4 from Uzair. Another slower delivery. He bowls that really well. There's no change in his action. And that's foxed Samay Mishra there.
Yeah, a little bit of a round arm action that he's got. Uzair rather deceived the batter.
He reminds me a lot of an ex-England all-rounder, Ravi Bopara. Exactly like him. Same stature as well. And he used to have deceptive pace as well, just like Uzair.
Yeah, he can bat out too. Oh, this one coming right into the bat, and that was a catch. Well planned. Rahman Gul takes the catch, and it was a big wicket. Samay.
How unlucky. He nailed that pull shot and found the only fielder that was stationed there. Rahman Gul at deep square. That could have easily gone for 6, but straight into his pouch. So Samay with the bright and breezy 18 of 13, 106 for 5. Left arm spin of Sehan. Now we have Varun joining Zahid Amir. He's been there for a long while. Let's see who will wield the long handle. Looks a big unit. Varun Kumar. Let's see if he packs a punch as well. Oh, very cautiously played. Are they going to see off the final over of Sehan here?
Well, I will advise Sehan to bowl a little quicker if he's bowling those arm deliveries. The one which comes in with the arm.
Played across the line. That's very dangerous. But into the gap, and they're running for 2. Well, that's excellent stuff. Good intent from Varun Kumar. He's fresh at the crease. So if you can't smack them for 4, you can at least run hard between the sticks.
Yeah, that's very important. Getting 2 runs, singles, keep the scoreboard ticking.
Only 16 runs off his spell. They're playing him very watchfully indeed, and he's done the right thing, feeding the strike to Zahid Amir. The only slight criticism I would have of Sehan is he needs to mix it up a bit. He's slightly predictable, and of course international warriors are under pressure, but somebody else, a more seasoned player, would perhaps look to counter-attack him. Cut behind point, and they're pushing for 2 again, and they'll pick it up easily. Very good running.
Yeah, in an agreement with you, Eze, on that, because I've been saying that you need to slightly work on that pace, maybe bowl a little quicker. And you saw that Varun Kumar tried to play across the line earlier, and that's what you need to do. If he plays cross-batted shot, you might find your man. So it is the end of the over number 17. 1-1-2 for 5.
Tashfeen Yassin back into the attack for his final over. Down the leg side. Well, this is a test. Usually we see Tashfeen bowling 3 in the power play. Don't see him at this latter stage of the innings. So he needs to be on the money here with the older ball.
Well, I always have a question here. Maybe you'll be the right person to answer that, easy. When you see the ball is going down the leg side and that is easy to hit him for 4, should you go for the boundary or you should let it go and let the bowler come again?
Well, considering we always have fine leg in the circle, I would definitely look to get bad on it and pick up a boundary. Oh, big swish there from Varun Kumar. I wasn't sure which area he was targeting, whether over extra or the leg side. Really got tempted into that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a movement there in the air, and even when it hit the deck, it went further away from Varun Kumar.
Yeah, his seam presentation is very, very immaculate, Tashfeen. Oh, bottom edge. Risky shot. That was very straight. It's the captain himself stationed at fine leg. He's a big hitter of the ball, let me tell you. Incredible knock he played. In the first match, he got 60 odd of just 22 or 21 deliveries. They almost chased down 217. Thriller of a game in the Dubai derby between Gymkhana and Daredevils. And the men in pink just took the points. Oh, big shot on the leg side. And that has cleared everything into the trees on the grass banks for a maximum.
Well, I reckon that is on E311. Oh, that was a massive. That was a great shot coming down the ground. Hits it with authority, right timing, right position. And look at that. Way back into the trees.
Well, that's a big shot from Zahid Amir. Now he's looking to cut loose. Still have about 2.5 overs to go. 15 deliveries. Can they add 30? Can he hit a few more out of the park? Watch out. Get your helmets on. And Tashfeen is under pressure. Hit straight. Long on. Drops it. Mohammad Sehan. He'll be bitterly disappointed with that.
I tell you, it's very important to take this man out. I'll tell you, the further you go, he's settled. He will be hitting you for those. Oh, that should have been held. Mohammad Sehan is a very, very good fielder. You expect a lot from this man.
Yeah, when I saw number 315, I thought Tashfeen was in business. Oh, trying to sweep that away from off stump. Just perhaps hitting him outside the line, given as leg buys. Still been a very good spell overall.
Yeah, I think it's impacted outside the line. He came long way, dancing down the track. One final delivery from Tashfeen. Is bowled well, given 23 and picked up a very crucial wicket up front.
Oh, absolutely. Taranga Jayasinghe was looking dangerous. Oh, down the leg side. Wonderful take by the keeper. Saved at least a couple of runs, if not a boundary. We are slowly but surely getting up to 7 runs per over. That would mean 140. They would like a little bit more, just a bit more, if Zahid Amir can deliver the punch.
Maybe that psychological barrier, they want to cross the 150 runs. Final delivery from Tashfeen. Yeah, he got it right. He saw the batsman coming down the track. He bowled that Yorker. And they'll take only one. That will bring the over to an end. Very entertaining over. 124 for 5.
Uzair Heather Man to bowl the penultimate over of the innings. He's done a good job as well. 1 for 23 on the day. But Zahid Amir is on the charge. 38 of 33. Hit a mighty 6 over square leg in the previous over. Let's take a look at the field for Uzair. There's that cover sweeper. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket. Pretty much orthodox field in the final stages of the game. Here we go then. Oh, inside edge onto the pads. He's searching for the ball, Zahid. And a shy at the stumps. That was not needed. Conceding silly extras in the form of overthrows.
This is very important juncture of the game where you can save some runs for your team. Zahid was wondering the ball where it went. Oh, if that would have hit the stumps, we might be going upstairs.
Yeah, it would have been run out for sure. But at this stage of the game, it doesn't hold that much value. You'd rather save runs instead of pick up wickets. 2 runs off the first ball. And we're just taking a mini break.
I don't think so. We have space.
Some running repairs on the footwear rather, for Zahid Amir. Looks to be all ready to go. So 11 deliveries remaining in the innings. Can they maximize them? Attempted Yorker. Oh, was that a cotton bowled opportunity? Wonderful fielding of his own bowling.
I really want to see that hand of Uzair that he's earlier tried to save a boundary. He's got a hit down the same area, and now cotton ball opportunity.
Yeah, just hit his wrist there. He's brave to stick his hand out for that. That was hit with some force.
And a little bit of ice there. I'm sure he's going to take a nice bath.
Drilled past the bowler. And good fielding at long off by Rahman Gul. He's already taken a sharp catch and had to move quickly there.
Yeah, he's an exceptional fielder, but look at that fabulous hit. Oh, he was looking for the guard. Good that he didn't try to catch that one. It was definitely a bullet shot.
Well, even the bowlers need to wear helmets these days. Very, very dangerous indeed. Oh, slower delivery and given as a wide. Well, that's slightly harsh on Uzair there. Varun gets the decision to go his way.
Well, I think that was hard to call wide because yes, that line is only for guidance. Once the batter shuffles, he gets closer to the ball. You need to really see the reach of the batsman.
That's the dynamic crease. The new ICC regulations allow for some leeway to the bowlers. Pace on this time. Very well bowled. Changed his length beautifully as well, Uzair.
Considering it's a penultimate over where they need a lot of boundaries. Varun Kumar and Zahid. Zahid is batting well on 41 but just not getting the boundary that they need in the end of the over or perhaps at the end of the innings. So just that they need to little bit work on that finding boundaries.
Hoiked onto the leg side. It will plug in the outfield. And they're going to push for 2. Pick it up quite easily. So Varun is doing what he can, but he needs to get Zahid on strike.
Yeah, not a great timing on that. Varun is rather trying to loft that ball in the air now, looking at the projected score. It's just dropping down that 150. Looks a bit too far now.
Yeah, they will need something special in the final 7 deliveries. Short ball, quick ball. And given as a wide. Yes, it is. Good attempted bouncer there. Just a touch too high.
Yeah, I'm convincing with that bounce of the deck. Uzair getting an extra rip and now where he tried to hit at the center of the wicket. Got a little too much carried away.
Oh, he's tried to paddle that, but just dribbled out to the offside for a dot ball. 1 for 30 on the night for Uzair. Decent debut with the ball. 6 balls to go in the first innings. Mohammad Adil to bowl the final over of the innings. He's had a wonderful day with the ball. 2 for 10. Took those early wickets and really set the international warriors back. Steaming in from the school end. Zahid Amir on strike. Oh, that's a big wide. That's not the way you want to start the final 6 balls.
You just need to bowl good 6 deliveries. The first thing you need to keep on mind is that you don't put extra runs. Let the batter work hard for some runs. Let them hit you. And when they will try to fancy their chances to get the boundaries, they will falter and look for the errors.
Deep third, long off, long on. Deep square leg and a deep cover for Adil. So he has protection on both sides of the fence. He goes straight. And it's been dropped once again. It's Uzair Man this time. Well, the fielding has left something to be desired here, Abid.
Yeah, he had a grip on that ball. He had the control. It's just that when he kept on going, look at that. And he's got the poked it out of his hand. Just maybe a little late in closing those cups.
Yeah, well said. Just rushed him a bit there. They will pick up one. Varun Kumar back on strike. Drops to mid wicket and that was a shy at the stumps there. Just missed there. Mohammad Hassan, very good fielder. He usually hits the target.
As you're progressing in the game, it could be one tactic. Oh, one stump to aim it, and that shies the stumps. The batsman was not even in the frame.
Well, we saw a very important run out missed earlier in the evening by Rohit Sharma against South Africa. Sometimes it's a lot harder than it looks, even at the top level when the pressure is on. 42 of 37 for Zahid Amir. And once again it's spliced in the air. Will drop in front of the long off. Only for one. So far so good from Adil.
Yeah, the idea seems to be keep Zahid on non-striking again and Varun Kumar on strike mode. Well, I was glad to see that you were supporting Team India today, playing against South Africa. Really happy.
They disappointed us for once. The two arch rivals were united for one goal. And Team India couldn't deliver the victory that Pakistan needed. 3 deliveries to go. Pulled away. It's aerial. And it goes all the way for 6.
But this time he got the timing right. And the execution was brilliant. Was tested with a short and delivery. You don't bowl that delivery in the end of the innings. And the fielder really could not do anything apart from looking from underneath.
These are priceless runs for the international warriors. Adil just missing his length. It sat in the pitch and he smacked it over square for a precious maximum. Still 2 deliveries to go. Can he pile on the pressure? Can he pile on the runs here? Oh, he's gone straight. Not connected. Once again, drops in front of the long off. So they won't breach 150, barring extras. But it's still a sizable score here, Abid.
Yeah, and Zahid Amir would also not reach his 50 as well, the personal milestone as well, because he's spent a lot of time in the centre, but it was the wickets from the other end who was just falling at the regular intervals. He just had to play slightly slower. But then it's a teamwork that you need.
Final delivery of the innings, barring any extras here. Smacked away over mid-wicket and it will hit the fence. So a final flourish to the innings. 146 for 5 for international warriors. Zahid Amir with an excellent knock of 47. Not out this time. Just missed his length once again. And drop kicked over mid-wicket for 4.
That was much needed boundaries that you want to finish on a high note. And that was that rather cracking shot, scoring 47 runs. Zahid Amir being the highest scorer for DGA, Dubai Gymkhana.
So it's a decent effort. Good bowling all round from Dubai Gymkhana. Let's take a look at the batting scorecard. Taranga Jayasinghe was looking threatening, 25 for 15, until he got cleaned up by a peach from Tashfeen Yaseen. The top order, apart from that, didn't really get going. Zahid Amir, 47 not out of 39, was supported by Samay Mishra and Varun Kumar, 21 extras. Well, that certainly helped them along. The wickets were shared by Tashfeen Yaseen, Uzair Haidarman, 2 for Mohammad Adil, and Mohammad Sehan, the left arm spinner, 1 for 19. A very tidy spell indeed. At one stage they were 80 for 3, but then just couldn't get that momentum going to propel them to a big score. So 147 is the target for Dubai Gymkhana. I think they'll feel relatively comfortable chasing that. The international warriors will have to work hard to defend this. We'll take a short break and be right back for the run chase. Stay tuned.
check, 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 check. Check.
Welcome back, all our viewers. Oh, slinging action, beautifully done. Right on to the money. They're just chasing. Score around 7.4 every over. They need to score in 147 is the target set by international warriors. And now for that, I've been joined by Neil Oja to witness this run chase. Uzair alongside Ashir. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you so much, Abid. Yeah, looks like someone needs to wake up our cameraman also. The visuals all settling in. Beautifully drilled. Fantastic boundary. What a good looking shot there. No one can stop that.
Well, that was beautifully sparked away. Excellent execution from Uzair. He seems to be ready for the word go. First ball, 4 runs, off the mark with a boundary. What else you can ask for?
Well, a good start there, for sure.
They're really happy. Chatting is being televised as well.
Gymkhana, given 5 runs already, he would be feeling the heat. Always good to see a left arm seamer starting.
This time trying to find that pad, maybe coming more of a wicket to wicket. So I think if you're just getting hammered on a very first 2 deliveries, then you are on a back foot and then you try to get towards the stumps. And that's what is happening here from Gymkhana. Oh, that's down the leg side, wide.
Well, the pressure, you get hit for a boundary at the start, the pressure just starts building on. You won't definitely want to do much better from what you've done so far. Gymkhana, member of the International Warriors. Down the leg side, up in the air. But this one will land safely and go beyond the boundary line. 4 runs.
Yeah, not a convincing shot, but nevertheless it all counts. More importantly, they'll get 4 runs. Yeah, the keeper was trying to gather that one going down the leg side, but the batter had a top edge on it. He gets 4 runs, more importantly. That's more important. 10 runs or 4 deliveries.
Well, yeah, a couple of boundaries, a wide, single, runs adding on. Uzair on 8 of 3. He's gone aerial. Will land safely though. But then, does it have enough legs to cross the boundary? Nope, not really. A couple of runs there.
It's a wet outfield, Neil. Just to tell you, it will be a difficult task for the bowlers to grip the ball and try to keep the ball hard as well.
Also, in dewy conditions, the batters should not be looking to go aerial. To make life difficult for the bowlers, what they should be doing is punch the ball on the carpet and let the ball soak up all the moisture. Multiple reasons to do that. I'll come and talk about that. First over gone, it's 13 for none.
Ranjit Nair to be bowling from the ICC Academy end. Yeah, the fast bowlers will be in business from the both ends.
Well, yeah, it's getting the ball to move away. It's an irony that I haven't seen most of these guys. They're all a newer breed of the Warriors who've joined the ICC Academy to get trained and are playing. The Warriors program started off in, I guess, 2015. And that was the time when I was a playing coach and captain.
Oh.
The first captain.
This is your own grown team?
No, I haven't been in touch with any of these guys. I only know their coach, Aurangzeb Pirzada, who also was a member of the same first batch of the senior Warriors.
Oh, good to know that. Well, definitely that man is sticking around and very passionate.
Well, yeah, he definitely has a lot of new faces in this unit. Imran is one of those guys. I've probably heard of him in the last couple of seasons. I had come in for a couple of sessions for strength and conditioning and worked with them. But start of the new season and we see quite a new faces. I'm sure, give them some time. Maybe in about a few months, they'll be a more united kind of a setup, because right now most of these guys wouldn't know each other. Most of these guys would be just trying to understand each other.
Gelling in the team is what they call is very important. Just bringing the bat in front. Asher not looking for the big shots. Just is trying to stick around. Whereas his partner at the other end, Uzair Haider, is playing some fearless game.
That would have been a big wicket. That would have been a very big wicket if Asher was taken. But for a fast bowler to actually, in their own run-up, come and take these catches is kind of difficult. But then these are the chances that you want to take.
Yeah, and also it is Asher who is on a strike, not Uzair. Otherwise, this over had been another action-packed over. A flick on the onside. First runs giving Ranjit Nair in this over so far. He's kept that really tight for Asher.
Left arm, getting the ball in and away from the infield. There's a chase on, but the ball has got more wings. Will get over the rope, 4 runs.
I just lofted in the air, knowing where the exactly fielder is and how much risk I need to take. He's a tall man, coming nicely underneath and playing with getting close to the ball. That's should be the plan. Play with the close body.
Yeah, runs coming in very, very comfortably for the Dubai Gymkhana side. International Warriors will have to try and tighten this. Will be a single there. Oh, misfield. You're not going for anything more.
Yeah, that will bring us there on strike. At least it will be able to hit few, because the last over going only for 1 runs.
2 runs.
So they need to really 2 runs, pardon me. Now thank you very much, gentlemen. Now this over started with a boundary and now they got a single to it. So it seems that they would like to face more of this left arm quick rather than Ranjit who swings the ball.
Uzair on strike. He's gone big And the ball's gone aerial. Will go the distance for the max.
Well, that's gone very, very far. Look at that Zahid. They're not convinced with the bowling of Gymkhana. You're just feeding him on the feet, asking for trouble. You're not quick enough to get that pads on.
No, you're right. Uzair has made up his mind and his intent is absolutely evident. He wants to go big, go quick, and probably try and close this game a little earlier than expected. Clean hitter of the cricket ball, Uzair Haider.
He punches so hard. He's a clean hitter. That was very good ball, but played even better. Keeping eyes locked on the ball, waiting for the swing of the ball to see where the ball swings.
Now, see, this is what happens when you put in a chase. He's holding on to his muscles. These are not well-oiled machineries, I can tell you. At some point in time, they used to play cricket, all of these lads, and that is exactly what the program is all about. They used to play some cricket at some point in time. And now, after a very long break, have come back to play. This time, Uzair again goes big, gets a max.
What a beautiful shot that is over the covers. Well, I think his willow has been really well oiled. Look at that. Whack. And that's just kept on going for all the way for a maximum glorious 6.
You're right. Some clean hitting coming in from Uzair. 26 of 10. He's playing on a different wicket altogether, I can tell you. No one from the Warriors was hitting so clean. But this guy, Uzair, is meeting the ball nicely and playing it clean. Oh, much better delivery. There's a big shout, big shout. But what was he shouting for? A, the catch wasn't clean. I don't even know if there was a nick.
Some excitement there from Gymkhana. Look at that. He was convinced that keeper has taken that. 34 for none at the end of 3.
Start of the fresh over. A single there. And what Asher is doing very smartly, he's taking a single and getting Uzair on strike. And that's a very good ploy. Very, very sensible. (26 of 11). Required run rate now dropping to 6.65. He's gone aerial again. Is there someone to get the ball? Yes, they'll have to get it from outside the boundary line, maximum. He's dealing in sixes. Uzair Haider.
Yeah, he's just waited for that. Talk about the timing. And that was so perfectly timed shot. At least seems to be a concern for Team International Warriors. The man, they want to get him out. If he batted this whole power play, I'm telling you, the Team International Warriors will be under a lot of trouble. He's swinging the bat. So clean hitting. Look at that current and required. Oh, that's big. That might have get him out. The fielder settling underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Dropped it. Not even intend to take the catch. Goodness me.
That was poor. That was really, really poor. He put in all the hard yards, got underneath the ball, and then just let it drop. Have a look at that. Yes, it's a difficult chance. Yes, it's gone up many a miles. But there, just lets it drop. Maybe the fear factor. Soft hands, dot ball.
Well, not the man you want to give a chance. Well, you have to feel for the bowler. Ranjit Nair has finally created that opportunity. He's put on a lot of work to dismiss that man who was damaging the team. Lofted in the air and then did not intend to put his hand. Oh, this is clean. This is what happens when you drop catches. Oh, this is a punishment to the bowler.
Well, indeed. And that too a very big punishment. That has gone many a miles away from the boundary. Look at that clean striking. The hands that move so fast. Supreme talent there.
That has been very well. And another one. I'm not sure if it highlights all the game, but this one is on the roof.
Well, this one is huge. This one is huge. One bigger than the other. The way they are going about it, it looks like they want to go for a dinner booking and the restaurant's shutting down in the next half an hour.
Well, I wonder. Oh, that came back also. Well, that ball still want to get some punishment. 55 for none at the end of 4. Tynus Stain be coming in from the school end. Nice movement of the deck there. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Get some swing off the deck.
Well, a namesake of Dale Steyn, the Steyn gun. Now, does he have enough in him to be one of those bowlers who could put in a question on the batting lineup of the Gymkhana boys? Slower one, a swing in the air. There's drift that he's getting. I've been keeping an eye on his stats. He's been doing well. The last season and a half, he's been picking wickets.
Yeah.
Then
It seems to be that got the two great names together. Tynus and Stain. Oh, that's inner edge. And will bring the Danger Man strike. Was just 4 shy of getting 50 here, and I wonder that would be one of the quickest.
well, definitely yes. 46 of 16, one hit away. But I'm not sure if he'll be able to convert that on the very first delivery that he faces Steyn, because on the non-striker's end, he's seen how he bowls, how he's able to get that swing, how he's able to get the drift to want to challenge him on the very first delivery.
The slow one picked up and over. Oh, there is no fielder there. That will hit the rope. And that's the 50 for Uzair Haider. What a knock. 17 deliveries and 50 runs. Brilliant knock.
Well, he proved me wrong completely. I thought that he'll probably just place him, get a single or two. But no, went inside out, over the infield, and the cover fence was ready to accept the ball gleefully. Half century for him, come in good time, and that has definitely helped the Gymkhana guys. 60 on board, of which 50 belongs to Uzair Haider.
Well, right now, the player who's enjoying this game most is Ashir. Sayed Ashir just watching his partner tonguing few sixes here and there. And all his job is just to give him a single, bring him on strike. Oh, good movement this time, going away from the right-hander. And I think Daniel Stay's got what it takes to be a front-line bowler. I'm surprised why he was introduced a little late.
Yeah, beats me. If he's your top bowler, he's definitely one of the experienced lads. Has a lot of variations. Should have bowled up front.
Yeah, and has that tattoo as well. Oh, look at that. Extra bounce, and this wicket mentioned earlier about the extra bounce by AZ. Yeah, that's what we're watching here. 160 for none at the end of 5.
Zahid Amir, he'll be given the responsibility to bowl. Looks like he's a spinner in the power play. And to describe this more and talk about the game, I've got Ahmed Khwaja joining me.
Thank you very much, Neil. Blazing start by Uzair Haider, 50 of just 19.
Oh yeah.
Played outside the line of the ball there, Syed Ashir. It can be quite off-putting when you see your partner smashing the ball all over the place, yet you're struggling to make connection with the ball.
Well, yeah, adds on that unnecessary pressure onto you. And to beat that, just simply get those singles, get off strike. This one has been played beautifully. He will get a couple of runs. Should have been stopped for just single.
Nicely played through the covers there by Syed Ashir. Looks a pretty decent off-break bowler. Zahid Amir played a wonderful hand of 47 not out to take International Warriors, who were in some trouble after losing early wickets to Mohammad Adil. But how do they get rid of Uzair Haider? He's been colossal, to say the least. Squeezed away to point for one, and Syed Ashir doing the right thing, just feeding the strike to the man in form.
That's exactly what you got to do. That is the role of The sheet anchor, as they would say, Asher, is playing this role to perfection. 12 of 14. Uzair has played just a few more deliveries than him, just 5 more to be precise, and has scored 38 runs more than him.
Well, I always say it's about the speed of the partnership, not the individual strike rates that matter. And they're going along swimmingly. Current run rate of 11.5, around the wicket now. Oh, punched in the end. What a catch at point. Absolutely brilliant. A moment of magic from the international warriors to get the big fish, Uzair Haider.
That's a very big wicket. Very, very big wicket. And what a good looking catch there. At one point in time, it didn't look like that he would hold on to that.
Oh.
That's very well timed. Brilliantly done.
Well, that's absolutely stunning. And brings to an end a stunning innings from Uzair Haider. 50 of just 20 deliveries. And that's a big blow to Gymkhana. 63 for 1. Well, it was the substitute fielder Nazakat Ali at backward point who took that blinder of a catch. He's been allowed to field. Samir Mishra has just had a pulled abdominal muscle. And what a valuable addition to the field he was. Syed Hasnain coming into bat at number 3. He's another go-getter.
Well, they'll have to have someone like that to go big. You don't want to break the momentum that your team's got. The current run rate over 11, required just under 6.
Yeah, that's the right approach. Keep counter-attacking. Put pressure on the opposition. But could that wicket bring about a change in fortunes? Nicely glided. Once more to that man of the moment. What a catch that was. Absolutely sensational.
Yeah, that's right. Nazakat Ali, substitute fielder, like you mentioned. And how important sometimes these substitute fielders turn out to be.
Oh, absolutely. We saw that in the 2005 Ashes. Mr. Gary Pratt, who ran out Ricky Ponting. And I think he's still not over it. Still seething about it. The legend of Australia. 63 for 1 at the end of power play. Taranga Jayasinghe coming into the attack. Well, we know all about his hard-hitting batting. Now we'll see his variations. Bowls military medium, but likes to mix it up. Let's see if they can keep chipping away here at Gymkhana's batting lineup. Syed Asher goes downtown, and that's a biggie into the schoolyard.
Very first delivery of Taranga, and it's like a welcome, a sheer pride for Asher.
Well, he took a bit of a belting at the hands of Taranga, if you remember, in the power play, Syed Asher. So he's just getting a bit of sweet revenge.
Well, yeah, important to give it back.
Most certainly. Oh, that struck on the pad, big appeal. Umpire Vipin Singh walks away. Well, that looked very close to me.
Yeah, I think it was probably pitching down the leg. Maybe that was a call, because see, when you come round the wicket, oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Eagle-eyed Neil Ojha. That's why I've got the specs on and you don't.
I've got my LASIK done.
That's your secret. Oh, outside edge this time. And there's nobody at short third. That will skip away for a boundary.
Well, yeah, a boundary there. So 6, dot and 6. I used to play my school level cricket with my specs on. Have faced all of those challenges, foggy glasses, and especially in humid conditions.
Sliding down your medium-sized nose is not a big one like mine.
Oh well, yeah. I used to tie my specs with
Yeah.
with a little thread so that they wouldn't drop down.
Off the back foot this time, straight to extra. So Syed Ashir has to take it over the aggressor's role with Uzair's departure. 22 of 18 now. Looking well set at the crease.
Was lucky enough though to be sponsored by an optician early in my playing days to give me contact lenses.
Cut behind point. There is the sweeper out there. Should have been 2. Perhaps Syed Hassan wants a bit of the strike as well. Get into the flow of things.
One more delivery of this over. Has been an expensive over. 11 of this. One more delivery to go.
Yeah, they've kept up that aggressive scoring. Nicely cut away. They're going to push for 2 here. And they've set off on the throw. That's brilliant running. Syed Ashir was the one who committed to that double. And that's another productive over. 76 for 1. Zahid Amir continues. Steady first over. That's been belted through extra cover. No chance for the sweeper at all. Glorious shot from Syed Ashir.
It just shows that Ashir definitely had the wares, but he was holding on to his horses for his partner, and as soon as he departed, he's gone all guns blazing.
Looking very solid indeed. That was timed to perfection and placed exactly into the gap. 27 of 20 now for him. And then showing the front foot defense. That's good batting.
No, indeed, very, very sensible. Need to watch the ball, respect the ball.
Yeah, you always have the temptation to swipe on the leg side, but he's resisted that. Likes to play through the offside. Correct, measured cricketing strokes. This time he's hoiked it over mid-wicket. There is protection out there. Fine Stain. He's been taken out of the attack. I would think they would want to reintroduce him, try to nip another wicket here.
I really didn't understand why he was taken off. He should have opened the bowling. He should have stuck around. You can't be keeping him for death.
Yeah, this game is not going to go that long. Required run rate just 5.3. And Syed Hassan doing the right thing. Just keeping the scoreboard ticking along. Keeping Syed Ashir involved in the game. Feeding him the strike.
Yeah, Ashir was doing the same. Now Hasnain has taken over that role. And I think that's a good strategy, because for a new batter to come in and start hitting is slightly challenging. Might as well just come in, get a few balls onto the bat, rotate the strike. Meanwhile, the person who's been there in the center for quite some time. Let him hit.
Bit of extra bounce there for Zahid. Misfield. And they're putting pressure on the outfielders. The intent from the batting lineup of Gymkhana has been very, very good. And they still have the likes of Mohammad Hassan and the captain Waqas to come. Big strikers of the ball. So I like the combination they've created for the Arabian Cricket League. We saw them in the Summer Cup earlier. They've improved a lot since. A beautiful cut shot, but straight to Shayan Khan, the captain. Good stop. Steady over from Zahid once again. 83 for 1. But Thinestein has 3 overs to go. Zahid Amir doing a good holding job. Taranga Jaisinghe, well, that was clearly a mistake to bring him on. Was smacked for 13. So it will be interesting to see what Shayan Khan does now. Does he persist with Taranga or go back to Thines? We'll find out very shortly indeed. Looks like we're going to see yet more spin being introduced. Drilled through extra cover once again. And that will roll into the fence very quickly indeed.
Well, yeah, a little quicker this time. And Taranga, who was expensive in the first over, has been brought back. I still fail to understand the strategy by the skipper.
Yeah, gentle looping full toss. Syed Asher will drill that through extra cover all day and all night. He's raced to 33 of just 24. Batting beautifully. Oh, just sliced. That short third was very straight indeed. And Syed Hassan was looking for the single. It was his call. Syed Asher caught ball watching.
You're right. Anything goes behind the square of the batter. It is a non-striker's call. So Hassan did right. Asher, he should have been a little more attentive.
I think he's still in that boundary hitting mode. Just like that, lasered over long off for 6.
A maximum coming in. Taranga has been punished. He was expensive in the first over. He's expensive even now.
Well, that was a hit me delivery and just boshed down the ground. No chance for the long off. He was a couple of yards in, but even then, it would have taken a special effort to cling on to that one. Swiped away towards square leg. So he's raced into the 40s in quick time. Just 27 deliveries. That required run rate is below 5 now, Neil.
Well, yeah, they've done extremely well, the Dubai Gymkhana guys. International Warriors feeling the heat. And obviously, yes, you can see the towels coming out and being used consistently, especially for spinners. Becomes challenging in dewy conditions.
He's good on that square drive, Syed Hassan. This partnership has swelled to 32 runs and he's only added 4 to them. It's all been about Syed Asher.
Well, yeah, Asher, he was on the back foot till Hasnan came in.
Attempted lofted shot towards long on. Nazakat Ali, I think it is. Just about clings on to it. 96 for 1. Another expensive over from Taranga. So Zahid Amir has been pulled from the attack. They've turned back to Thinestein. A change of ends from him now. He's coming from the academy end. But I feel they should have reintroduced him earlier. Taranga Jaisinghe got hammered. You had the opportunity to move on to the next bowler, but they really took the attack to him. Now you're up against it. Required run rate just 4.6. Something special needs to be produced here by the man on screen.
A couple of wickets will do. And that to the man who's on strike, Asher.
Lofted. There is that long on station out there. So he's looking to get a move on and end this game early. Get that big net run rate boost.
Well, that's right. Important, that net run rate. It's a long tournament. And net run rate is almost like a bonus point that you acquire.
That was a wonderful concept, the bonus point.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad it's been taken out of the game. Beautiful slash behind point. And that will caress the fence. Beautiful shot, Syed Hasnan.
Hasnan, he's now coming on. The shot stayed slightly low. Beautifully played. And I love the fact that what they're doing is they're playing all along the carpet. What that does to the ball in dewy conditions is it makes the ball heavier. It makes the seam all the more wetter. Difficult for the bowlers to grip it. So they will err more often than not.
100 has been raised in quick time. Oh, he tried the paddle. The bowler followed him. That's a good take by the wicketkeeper. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on, Neil, and you can see the immediate result. They're erring in the lines and lengths here, the Warriors bowlers. It's been a tough outing.
Now we'll have to see what does Hasnan do. Does he go back again to play? Oh, beautifully bowled. Beautifully. There's movement off the deck for him.
Yeah, that's the right area. Good length on that fourth stump channel. Just get that ball to nip around a bit. And Syed Hasnan, he likes the width. He likes to drive the ball square of the wicket. So that will cut that shot off for him. 45 of 63. Game is in hand for Gymkhana. And pulled beautifully over square leg. Wonderful shot. Fast hands from Syed Hasnan.
Well, yeah, runs are coming. There's no stopping that. And even Stain, who's got a lot of variations, is unable to get a hold of these two.
Superb batting. They've added 43 runs in very quick time. And the barrage of runs refuses to end. There's good chemistry between the batters of Dubai Gymkhana. They understand their roles. Who has to be the aggressor? Who has to rotate the strike? This has been a complete team performance from them. Oh, that's a slower delivery. And it's going to be signaled a no ball. Well, that adds salt to the wound for Thynus Stain.
Well, that's right. And a free hit now, which means a lot of runs coming up your way. Will the batters now try and maximize this opportunity to go big and try and hasten up the chase? It's a free hit, means you can't get out.
Oh, just got the toe end of the bat straight to extra. Ranjit Nair there got away with that one. If he had just sat in his crease, he could have lofted it over point. Was looking to be proactive.
Yeah. And also he announced it 3 days in advance that I'm stepping down. Thynus Stain had enough time to change his line, his length, and make amendments.
Pulled away once again, over fine leg. That's a poor over from Thynus Stain. Just couldn't get to grips with the wall. Nelson on the board at the halfway stage. 36 required of the last 10. Jivanta back into the attack and back into the com box alongside me. It's Abid Ibrahim. Good evening, Abid.
Good evening, Khwaja. Thank you very much, Neil, for leaving that chair for me. I just want to get in when the game is getting towards a result here. 36 needed of 59.
Picked up towards square leg and deposited into the grass banks once again. Syed Ashar has been absolutely dominant tonight.
Well, he never left that pressure be mounting after that Uzair Haider departed. He kept on charging and kept on scoring some biggies. That was a mammoth 6.
Using his height to full effect, long levers, and he's really enjoyed himself out there. Dealing in 6s and 4s. Jivanta, he's had a nightmare with the ball. Oh, could be a bit of a confusion there. Off the non-striker, onto the stumps. Thankfully, Syed Ashar was very watchful.
Yeah, the bails were dislodged a little early. I think Jivanta himself, while trying to field that ball.
That will be wide. Yeah, Vipin Singh just waiting to confirm it. So he wants to get to his half century with an aggressive shot. And why not? Throughout the innings, you've been looking for the big shots and they've been coming off. So why change what's working for you?
Well, I think it's just that you have the game in hand. You can afford to play along the ground for at least getting to the 50 mark. Have a different plan for this, Khwaja.
Yeah, and he's an important player in this side. Syed Ashar can take the new ball, opens the innings as well. They need him to be in good nick. They need him to be feeling confident about his batting. Syed Hasnan has played a very good hand as well. 16 of 12. He's looked very fluent. Good looking punch.
Yeah, solid there. Just maneuvering and beautifully doing it for a single. That's what you need here. Singles only will take you home. You don't really need to take chances. It's just 27 more runs you need to score out of 55 deliveries. The game is in your hand.
Most certainly. Oh, it's a top edge. Fine leg getting underneath it. It's gone all the way for 6. Incredible shot to bring up his 50. Well played, Syed Ashar.
Well, that just kept on going. Can't believe it. That went all the way for a maximum. Or has it been 4?
Well, it was just to the left of us. I think it might have landed beyond the rope. But in any case, he's certainly gone past the 50 mark. 124 for 1 at the end of 11. Zahid Amir, the off spinner, back into the attack. And you can hear the thwack of the ball hitting the middle of the blade of Syed Hasnan. Conditions became really easy for batting later in the evening, Abid.
Yeah, as the dew has a role to play in, and we were expecting that to happen. And that's why you saw that the captain opting to bowl first. Clearly the reason being behind is the dew plays a big role, and the spinner does. That's a big wicket. Syed Ashar departs, playing across the line.
Well, finally he's made a mistake and he's paid the ultimate price. Flighted up there by Zahid Amir. And just playing across the line, hitting the timber. But it's a sparkling innings from Syed Ashar. 53 of just 35 deliveries with 3 maximums. Well played. 125 for 2. New batter coming in at 4 is Shajat Talat. So just about 22 runs away from victory. Perhaps come in not out, hit the winning runs, make you feel better. Zahid Amir, he's had a good day. Oh, outside edge. Playing deep into the crease, squeezed away to short third for a couple. That was mighty close, Abid.
Yeah, very close. That's a very risky move. The further deep you go in the crease, the more you're allowing the bowler to dominate. Yeah, that was really, really well bowled. And look at that. Little Dhoni trick there from the keeper.
2 for 13 on the day. He's bowled really well considering it's a wet ball. Oh, that was the other one, the Doosra. And bowled with a clean action as well. Very impressive. Take a look at this. Yeah, it was just... He just cut the ball with his fingers. A leg spinner's action. Nice variations from Zahid Amir. This one fired in. Oh, it's beat everybody, including the keeper. That will be 5 wides.
Quite better challenge there for keeper to come behind the ball, because you bowl that quicker one and a wrong line.
Very unfortunate indeed for Zahid Amir. Well, sometimes it's just not your day. And international warriors, they've huffed and puffed, but in the end they've been completely outclassed by Dubai Gymkhana. But they need to get back to the drawing board. They need to tinker with their batting lineup.
They're back to the bowler. There will be just 15 more runs and they'll be home.
Yeah, a comprehensive win for Dubai Gymkhana. They've started the tournament well. The batting is looking in very good nick. They almost chased down 217 in the first match. Now gunning down 146 very comfortably. Beats the outside edge. Nicely bowled. Another decent over from Zahid Amir comes to an end. 133 for 2.
And the spin will be into the attack. Oh, flighted one. Missed it completely. Shajad wanted to hit that one over the bowler head. Sayyid Raza, pardon me, was the batter. Look at that. Well. It's just clearly testing with those slower ones, which disturbs the batters. timing with those kind of flighted deliveries.
Yeah, it's the skipper, perhaps realizing this game is done and dusted. Coming on for a bowl. Shajat Talat looking to be aggressive. I think if it's flighted once again, he'll try to take it on the full. No, it's a wide.
It's very hard to control the ball. One is there is a dew as well, and then when you're flighting in the air, you don't have much of a control.
Very solidly behind that. I guess he doesn't like to face off spin. Very watchful indeed.
Yeah, the day 2 of test.
Playing for a draw. But you can see Shayan Khan furiously working away with the towel. Very difficult conditions for the spinners. Steps out on the full and cream through extra cover. And that will hit the fence. That's a top shot from Shajat Talat.
Yeah, you can see the ball just kept along the carpet. Timed it superbly, coming nicely down the track. And the ball was going, sparkling. Just 6-7 runs to win from here.
Yeah, it's been a dominant performance by Dubai Gymkhana. Won the toss, elected to bowl first. Then it was the likes of Mohammad Adil. Took early wickets and really set the Warriors back, and they never really recovered. Once again smashed. Straight to the sweeper this time. A lot squarer.
Yeah. A single will be added to the tally there. Yeah, they just managed to get the runs they were looking for the over. The one final delivery from Shayan.
Swept behind square. And there's nobody. Oh, good fielding by the deep square leg. Big boot coming in. And they'll pick up 2 runs quite easily.
Very risky move that in this dew conditions where the outfield is wet and you're using your feet. It's the end of the over. 13 gone, 1 for 2 for 2.
So 5 runs away from victory. Zahid Amir on to bowl his final over. Hit through extra once again. Found the gap to position. Brilliant shot. Syed Hasnan Raza, well, he's played a sparkling innings. And the scores are now level. So a commanding win for the men in dark blue. That will give them a lot of confidence going further into the tournament. Meanwhile, the international Warriors need to pull up their socks. It will be their second loss on the trot. And they need to sort out their batting order. The bowling was slightly unlucky. They got the worst of the conditions. And that will be a wide to seal victory for Dubai Gymkhana. I think it's game, set, match. Yes, time for handshakes.
Well, what a great victory this is for Dubai Gymkhana. They've won the game by 8 wickets and they chased down, sparing almost 7 overs. Well, a great game. Excellent piece of batting. Starting from the top. Uzair was really looking in hurry and he kept on scoring runs up front. Went on and made it quite simple in the end for the rest of the players to chip in. Syed Ashar also with his 50. Yeah, that's the batting card I was talking about. Saeed Ashar 53 of 35. And Uzair Haider with his 50 of just 20 deliveries. He made his 50 of just 17 deliveries. And then to finish things off, it was Syed Hasnain Raza with his 20 of 15 and Shajat Talat with 14 of 10. So it was quite simple for the rest. The bowling not so convincing here. Only pick of the bowler was Zahid Amir, who picked up 2 and given 24 in his 3.1. The rest went for plenty of runs. All the bowlers, in fact, have given over 10 runs in economy. Not so convincing extras. 10 runs extras here while defending 147. The match summary says Zahid Amir with the top scorer, and not out he remained of his 47 of 39 deliveries. Nothing impressive apart from Tharanga Jayasinghe. Up front scored 25 of 15 deliveries. He was quick and fiery start that he provided. Then Mohammad Adil, pick off the bowler from Dubai Gymkhana, picked 2 wickets, 25. He provided that early breakthrough where he got rid of Tharanga. Since then, it was Zahid Ali who could only manage to stick around and score some runs. Try till the end. They have given the target of 147, and in reply, it was Syed Ashar and Uzair Haider show. They put on 100 runs together, more than 100 runs together, where Uzair was taking every bowler for a ride, and Zahid Amir to only get 2 wickets, 24, and the game was won by Dubai Gymkhana by 8 wickets. Well, it's not over yet. Tomorrow we'll have another encounter where it will be GCC, Galleon Cricket Club, against Footprint Defenders. So that is coming up tomorrow for the game number 16 here at ICC Oval Grounds. You're watching ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League 2022. So we will be now going for the post-match presentation party when we come back with the man of the match. It's to you, Ahmed Khwaja.
Audio okay? Okay.
official streaming partner Fancode, and our event partner TCM. In the 15th match of the tournament, Dubai Gymkhana has defeated International Warriors by 8 wickets. Commencing ahead, we will now be announcing the name of the player of the match. The award will be presented by Mr. Tehseen Javed, our match referee. And the player of the match award goes to Uzair Haider for his 50 of 20 deliveries and a spell of 1 wicket for 30 in his 4 overs. Leading them to a very commanding chase. And he was truly the spark that set it off. उज़ैर, वैसे हम आपके बैटिंग तो जलवे हमने देखे ही हैं, बड़े बड़े छिक्के तो आपने आज मारी हैं, लेकिन आपकी बॉलिंग वो काफ़ी बड़ा सरप्राइज़ था हमारे लिए।
और वो बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, क्योंकि मेरे लिए नई टीम थी, उन्हें पता नहीं था मैं बॉलिंग भी करता हूँ, तो मेरा ख्याल उन्होंने मेरी वीडियो वगैरह देखी हैं, तो आज उन्होंने मुझे बॉलिंग पे भी कहा है। मैंने कहा ठीक है, मसला नहीं। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ने इज़्ज़त दी है, तो शुक्र है।
अच्छा, वैसे मैंने बैटिंग में देखा 1 से हो या 6 पे हो, आप जहाँ भी जाते हैं आपकी एक ही गेम रहती है कि मैंने बाउंड्री के पार ही करना है। तो आप ओपनिंग में ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल है या मिडिल ऑर्डर में?
नहीं, मैं तो वन डाउन खेलता हूँ। आज उन्होंने ओपनिंग किया, तो ओपनिंग में भी मसला नहीं है, क्योंकि वन डाउन एक तरह का बस ओपनिंग ही समझ ले, तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है मुझे।
और ये मैन ऑफ द मैच अवार्ड आप किसके नाम करना चाहेंगे?
ये ऑफ कोर्स अपने माँ बाप के नाम करना चाहूँगा।
बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस उज़ैर, वेल प्लेड।
थैंक यू।
That was the outstanding all-round performance from Uzair Haider, 50 of just 20 deliveries, leading Gymkhana to a comfortable 8-wicket victory. That's all from the ICC Academy tonight. Join us tomorrow for more live action from the Arabian Cricket League. We'll see you then. Take care.